These past few weeks have been crazy. Like, I felt like I need to sleep a week and then I might be recovered from everything that I've done. I have this camper van that I'm trying to build out. And because I want to make sure it's done correctly, I'm trying to decide if I should let somebody do some of the work, all of the work. Should I conquer it myself? You know, I'm kind of in that in-between stage of, what do I do? And of course, I have orders that I need to get finished. But I'm so excited to get started with building out this van that has been not consuming me, but that is in addition to the orders that I have, the bills that I have coming up, being a mother, being a wife, and you know, everything that comes along with being an entrepreneur, you know. Saw a company on Facebook that was local to me, and I got excited about it because when I called them, the area code didn't show that they were local, but when I asked where they were, he told me he was local, and I was like, yay! So I got to go in and
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm CEO and founder
layout.
of Scenic Vans. I wanted to show you the shop. We build camper vans, we rent camper vans. We know everything about camper vans, and let me show you around.
A few weeks, I was able to go in and see van layouts, and that was what was super exciting for me because I got to see how a pop-up shower looked. I got to see a bed and batteries and how they do their builds and what part of the build they were on with certain vans, and just kind of get an idea of what I wanted my van to look like. So being able to see one build out because they rent them was super helpful for what I saw.
And that's for your benefit.
I met with Kevin and Emily, and they are the sweetest people, and they were so helpful. Their story kind of started out like mine, where they just built out their own van. Well, they bought a van that was already built out and ended up loving the life so much that they knew they wanted to be able to do this for other people. So they kind of got into it the same way I did, was to learn how to do things, and it just took off. So that was kind of like, me too, in a different aspect of it. But it was really cool to hear their story and see how they got their business started, and knowing that they don't just do full build outs, but they also do mini build outs. So if I decided that I wanted to go with maybe a partial build, they could do electrical and walls and flooring and all the things that come along with that. Or if I wanted to do the full build out, they could do cabinets and kitchen and toilets and showers and all that good stuff. They're expecting a baby. So congratulations on that. But also, if you are ever like in need of wanting to check out a van,
yeah, thank you so much,
or even decide that you want to just try it out, they have rentals. They're close to Sacramentians, and you can go just see what their business is about. I think you'll be super happy with being able to go and try it out if that's something you're interested in. So. Okay. I feel like Kevin Hart right now.
yeah.
Okay, so I have projects that I have going on that I'm trying to finish in between getting the van ready to do some stuff, right?
Listen to these words. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier.
So I have this cool table that I'm finishing up for a customer who's near me, local. It's not shocking, but at the same time exciting because she's in my neighborhood. So I have the fluted base table for her. I just stayed in tabletop, ran out of stains, so I can do the base of it for her. So that's, you know, one order. I also have, we got a little obstacle course going on because girl be working. I have these really cool nightstands that I'm pretty excited about. That drawers.
This is the worst.
If you build at all, drawers are one of those things that are kind of intimidating. And this one wants to work until that far. So I just need to like clean it up a bit on the sides. But this is an order for a customer who's gonna be picking it up. I hope she sends me pictures of it inside her home because I really like how these turned out. And I'm really happy with the way the drawers worked because it's easy. No framing. I like going grits a couple of times to make sure I get that nice even, what's the word? You know, smoothness across. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I see the table time. I'm gonna do that face. I'm gonna sing so I get some more. So I brought my babies along, Jada and Aaron, and they came in there. We were there for, I think, almost 3 hours. A lot of the stuff I am learning as I go. And I know my kids probably think that this is something easy for me because they see me working and making tables and all this type of stuff. But this is new territory for me now. So as they see me, say, make mistakes or mess up or struggle with certain things, that they know that everything doesn't come easy to everybody. So my youngest, Erin, is one of those people who things aren't as easy for. I don't want to say struggles, but she recognizes within herself that she doesn't get things as quickly as other people around her. And I feel like sometimes she may think that she doesn't measure up to others. But I want her to know also that just because this is new for her and she doesn't understand it right now, that doesn't mean that she won't get it later on. And that's where I'm at right now with this van. That this is new for me. Even though it may look like I know what I'm doing, I gotta figure that out too. So that's where I am with this part. My daughter Jada is she's a mess, but I love her because she reminds me of me. But also my husband, she's like a mixture of us both. She is so willing to go out of her way to do things for people, to help out any way she can. She is so blunt when it comes to certain things. So I know if I ask her, hey Jada, what do you think about this? Do you think this is cool? She'll be like, no. And that'll be the truth. But I'm like, but what about this? She's like, no, I don't think you should do that. You should probably do this instead. And I'll be like, okay, I guess. But 9 times out of 10, it makes sense in her eyes. And I value that input from her because I know she's being honest with me. And I know she is so helpful when it comes to things that I need, that if I ask her to do something for me, she's like, okay, yes, I can do that for you, mommy. So I know that I can depend on her when it comes to, Daddy, can you come help me do this real quick? She's like, yes, okay. And she'll come and help me out. So I love that about her. Oh my gosh. Big old bags of popcorn up in this microwave.
Microwave wobbin.
What do you think you are? What's the honest size? What's the honest? Not the same size.
This thing right here.
My oldest, Kayla, she is a Miss Independent. And even though she wasn't here on this journey with me, I know that as she sees me do this as well, I think she'll be pretty excited about having her input in this and knowing that we're going to come visit her because she's in San Diego, so she's not able to physically be here with us right now. But as we travel to see her and do things with her, to include her in this whole thing, I think she'll enjoy that as well, to know that she'll have some input and that we're going to come visit her in the van that we may not sleep in when we're with her. My babies mean the world to me, and I'm hoping that in this process that they get to see that they can do this too, that it's not just something that is so out of touch or out of reach, that if they want to try something new, they can, and it doesn't hurt to mess up because that's how we learn from our mistakes. So.
How you get up here?
I want my kids to understand that God is not just with your mom. He is with them as well. And they can have that same relationship with him that I have with him. And I want them to experience that, to recognize that the Lord is talking to them and that they have this conversation with him like he's just a regular person, that they can go to him with anything and they can trust him with everything, the same way they would trust me, their mom that they physically see.
So I had a consultation with these really, really cool van builders, Scarlett and Seth.
If you haven't watched any of them, their stuff or their builds or social media, do it now. You know what's crazy? They are so relatable that I felt like watching them that I could do what they did because of their process, how they showed you what they did, how they pretty much explained their, not necessarily step by step, but as they were building, they showed you what they were doing, what they used, put links in. Our whole conversation was like me just talking to a friend. It was so genuine. They went above and beyond. Seth was the person